and that's 28,000, but you can't see it because it's an iPhone and they don't like looking at things. Let's try again. 28, there we are. 28,000. Just about make it out. Oh, bit of a shadow there. Okie dokie, Asda Gloucester, and I've got that, which is a bit odd. I tried to charge my car. I think I left it on 80%, and I've come back, it's on 77%, and I've got that error. And the blue lights weren't flashing. They were when I left. Something I always check. So I'm going to turn it off and then turn it back on again. Oops. Turn it back on again with my foot on the brake might help. There we go. It's just that gone. Right. Well, that's a first. Bit pointless though. Plugging it in, getting all the cable out. But I haven't got that cable out of the boot for ages. And the last time I ever used that cable was, I think I lent it out, the cable. That was the last time it was used, and that was months ago. But anyway, I thought I'd give it a go, and that's happened. I've actually lost a couple of percent. So that's all about. Never had that before. But there you go. Always something new. And the clip cut off a second ago because I rebooted the car, and when it connects with Bluetooth on the iPhone, it kills video, which is a bit of a weird bug. Still got it, always will, I guess, because I've had several firmware updates with iOS since. But bye. Good morning. It's 7:46 AM. I'm travelling into work, and today I'd like to announce it's the first time this year that I have had the low temperature warning. There you go. It is the 12th of October. There we go, and that cuts in at 3 degrees. So, yep, going to start slowly nosediving now down into territory. So, hence the coat and stuff. But again, you suddenly remember how good, especially in this Gen 2, how lovely the heating is. Oh, you press a button, and within 30 seconds, it's blasting out hot air. Absolutely a joy in a freezing cold morning. It's not freezing, but 3 degrees. It just suddenly instant heat. Whereas of course in your normal car, your ice normal, you have to drive it a mile or two before you can, or leave it running outside for ages, annoying the neighbours and pumping out huge amounts of fumes to get to actually warm up. So that's just another advantage of the thing that I remember again after last winter, the winter before. Cool, bye. Okay, and I've got that again. Seems to be becoming more common, but it doesn't seem to cause an issue. Just turn the car off and turn it back on again, and it's all is well. But there you go. Ooh, this is new. Right, well, Gloucester services, the next services is 15 miles away. So I'm charging on the slow post because I shall tell you now. So one of the rapids is just says thanks for charging, please put back your connector. It's just not responding. So I've rung up Ecotricity because they're still open, 3:30, and they can't get it to respond either. So that's now offline. The other one next to it, they knew was offline. It's the emergency thing's on, but it's nothing to do with someone's press emergency thing. It's actually down. So those two are offline. Now, I probably could make it to Gloucester services, to be honest. So what I might actually do is I might charge up for 15-20 minutes here just to give it a little bit more, and I'm going to go down to Gloucester services. 15 miles, I've got 19 miles on the guessometer, which is going to be really close. Yeah, it's going to be like 2% left if I'm lucky. So anyway, there we go. That hasn't happened for ages. ages and ages. 2 of them offline at the same time. Luckily there's a slow post here, but as I say, if there wasn't, I expect if I go real slow, I'll get there. So yeah, so I'm gonna go probably about 60 miles an hour, and then we'll see where we go. I'm gonna get this up to 2019, so it says 20 on the gasometer, and then go from there. So I'm on 22% charge, basically waiting to get to 23. Just get that 1% extra, and then I'm gonna head off. So I can't wait here for ages. I'll get back to work. Okay, so I'm on 24%. I waited 10 minutes on charge, and now I'm heading onto the dreaded motorway. Yeah, we will see. We will see. I can go to Gloucester Services. It depends where the turn off for Gloucester is. I may be able to go to Nissan in Gloucester, possibly. So I'm going to cruise at 60, not 85. 85? No, 70. 70. That's 70. And then hopefully I'll get there.
Search for nearest charging station.
Very low battery charge, 8%. Dash on the old gasometer. But we're only a mile away from Gloucester Services, so could have got there easily. I wouldn't have had to charge at all on the slow one for 10 minutes. Could have just gone straight on there to Gloucester. Would have arrived with about 5% approximately. So these better work, otherwise I'm stuck. But yeah, it's not massively at my way either, which is a good thing. Just one route I could turn left. I usually turn left before Gloucester Services because it's a little bit past my turn off, but I can easily go on to the next turn in. So right, here we go. What do we got here? Oh, we got an Outlander on one of them, which is always entertaining. Right, hopefully this other one's up. It might be. Boom. Come on, baby. Be working. Right, supposedly making a connection. Oh, it's flashing. I always wait for it to go up a bit of a percent first. It goes beep beep, you know it's charging, and then I'm going to wait for it to go to
low battery charge.
Ooh, shush. Wait for it to go to 9%, so I know it's definitely working. Arrived on 8. 9%. Working. Hey, morning campers. Now, a quick one. I discovered a little trick this morning, accidentally. Now, sometimes you don't want to turn the air conditioner off. Sometimes you don't want to have the screen on because it's quite bright. It's a massive screen, and even, well, whatever reason you don't want the screen on. By the way, this is a new iPhone S, and as you will notice, and I've noticed, the exposure, automatic way it exposes the image is not very good, especially on faces. It makes you super bright white face. So I'm not sure what that's all about. I'm not going to keep manually adjusting it. Anyway, that's a side point. The screen, if you want to turn it off, you have to go into the settings menu, go into something like audio visual, and then go to the tab. Let's do it now. So to do the settings menu, you have to go to, it's on night time, go to menu, settings, display on is by default. My hair, untidy hair, can't stand it. Display, turn it off. So you press off and then you wait a few seconds and then it goes off. Okay, so I'm not sure if any of you guys ever do that. I quite frequently turn off my display just because sometimes it's pointless having it on. It's super bright. It's quite relaxing. If you haven't turned off your display, turn it off and try what it's like driving a car. It makes it that little bit more relaxing. So anyway, that's how you do it. But how many people know this, I would like to know. If you look at your screen, you've got a moon and a sun symbol, which turns it from bright to dark, and then obviously you can adjust the brightness with little tabs left and right when you press that button. If you press and hold that button, it will turn off the screen. How cool is that? So if I want to turn on the screen now, if you listen out, you hear the beep. I press and hold it. There we go. Push sun moon button to resume display. No need to go through all the menus to go and get to it. I didn't know that. I don't know if anyone else did, but I discovered it accidentally this morning because Amy was driving the car last night. She must have pressed that button because the lights were off and the screen was dark, and it remembers the setting that you had it on last. And I just must have pressed that a little bit too long, and it turned off the display. And I thought, that's odd. Played about with it and found out that's what it was. So anyway, that might help. See that overexposure. Half my face is on fire, and then half my face is normal. Bizarre. Right. See you later. Anyone hear that? I have actually had that noise before, but it's the first time I've actually been able to film it. But yeah, and it's a stone stuck, or some bit of grit or something stuck in the brake, between the brake pads and the brake disc, and eventually it just comes out or gets burnt out when you press the brakes. So there you go. Okay, just like to report on my regular journey every Monday to pick up parcels. That I've seen 2 Nissan Leafs in the wild. That may not sound a lot, but it's 100% more than I usually see. I don't usually see any, unless the one I did see was broken down the side of the road. Well, run out of juice presumably, a few weeks back. But no, just seen pass one on the motorway, a blue, same as my parents, and one in Gloucester, going along the main dual carriageway. So 2 in one journey. That's pretty cool. Getting more popular, you know. Ooh, and one more thing. The chargers that I think is in this episode, I can't remember now, so long between filming, they're fixed. So that was last week. I think that video is still on this, and I haven't done anything since, any uploads. Broken last week, fixed this week. So thank you, electricity. Good stuff. Okay, right, it is 7:15 in the evening. FedEx haven't collected from work, and so I'm having to dash out. Slight downside to that, it's in Gloucester, other side of Gloucester, so it's probably about a 35-40 minute drive. I've just come back from Avonmouth, obviously today, that's the last trip I did, and usually I have to go from there to home, so I don't need much battery. So I'm leaving this journey on a journey that I can't really get back from. So I don't really know what I'm going to do. But I have to go because there's orders here that they got to go. And they can't get a driver back out to me, and I've been sat there for an hour and a half waiting for them to actually turn up, only to be told that they're not actually going to be coming anyway. And so the only solution is for me to actually leave and go and deliver them. So I'm on a one-way journey, essentially. I've got 33%. So this is an odd one. Just probably the first time actually since owning a Leaf where something as crazy as this is happening. I'm going to have to go and have to take that journey that I just can't get back from. It's 31 miles on the guesstimator, by the way, if that's any interest to you guys. When I started this journey, it was on 27. And so I've really gone downhill for the last little bit. And I'm going back uphill now. So that's going to drop back down. So about 27 miles I got. It's approximately 18 to the site. So got to think of a solution to that problem. Obviously Nissan garage is closed. There's no rapids. It is a new ChargeMaster rapid. So that might be a possibility. That's in Gloucester. I haven't got a Chargemaster card or anything, so don't know on that front. Don't know if they got 24 hours or what, but yeah, we shall see. I will try and see what the outcome of this is, but makes for interesting viewing. Oh, and by the way, FedEx lorry, which I got to catch, leaves at 7:30, and it's now 1 minute to 7, and I'm probably 15 to 20 minutes away. I've got 24 miles on the gasometer left, 23% battery. I've been sipping. Currently doing 39 miles an hour. So, can't make it back. I'm going to go on dual carriageway. It's going to absolutely kill the battery. So I'm going to be, when I finish with FedEx, I reckon I'm going to have about 10% left, which is no good at all. Probably need about 25% minimum to get back home and get up my hill, which is a massive long hill for anyone who watches these episodes. So I have been brainstorming. I've got Asda, which is quite a way away from where I am, which is a slow post. Nissan's closed. There is a new Chargemaster point on the way back. Don't know though, the thing with that is I haven't got a clue whether I can just turn up and ring a hotline. You can't see me again, but you're gonna have to just, there we are. I don't know if I have to ring a hotline and they'll connect me up or what. So that is a massive unknown, and I'm gone away too far from Asda at that point. I could drive out. No, I can't drive. I could drive and park by Nissan and leave it and get my wife and her to get all the kids in the car and come all the way out to Gloucester to come and collect me. That's one of the things. I suppose I could get my parents to come and collect me and take me home. But what I need to really do, prioritise, is get it under its own steam. So, just a load of gambles really. I think, I'm not sure what battery I'm going to have left, that's the trouble. I think the best bet is to go to Asda and get on the slow post and sit there and get it back up to 25%, which will probably take about 40 minutes or something like that. But at the moment it's all unknown, so I don't know what I'm going to have when I get to FedEx. So we will see. If it's like 5%, I am screwed. Absolutely. So yeah, I may also check out ZapMap when I'm there to try and do it. So I'm in the car's fault. I am being forced to go out to a place where I know I can't return back from, and I'm limited to time. If I wasn't limited to time, I would stop where the Chargemaster thing was now and obviously charge it up. I can't afford to do that. I just cannot afford to do it. It's already 7 o'clock gone now, and I'm going to be turning up. I've got to turn up before the lorry leaves, otherwise it's pointless doing the trip in the first place. So I've gone out for nothing, just to get them stuck and wait for tomorrow collection. Yeah, so now I'm on a dual carriageway, and I'm going to have to try and do as slow as I can for as long as I can, and just try and get there on the most percentage. So I'll speak to you in a bit. Okay, another thing worth mentioning is like the perfect storm. Any other day would have been absolutely fine. I usually leave work about 85%, 95%, well 93. I usually leave at that sort of percentage. It just so happens that today, being a Monday, I've gone into Bristol.
Low battery charge.
Here we go. Now it's trying to scare me. Low battery charge. So hit 17 miles on the GOM and 18% of battery on another dual carriageway now. Heading into the centre, the outskirts of Gloucester, which is a big old industrial estate there. So yeah, I'll update you anyway when I get there. 70% battery. Right, just rolling in. You can see the FedEx place here. Just rolling in. I've got 16%. All the heating and everything's been off. Basically rolling in to the depot. 16%, 16 miles on the GOM. Right, okay. My iPhone stopped working for some reason. I couldn't do any filming. It was just frozen. Even if I ended the app and restarted it, it was frozen. But anyway, fix that now. It just suddenly started working. There's iPhones for you. Right. So I'm going to go to Asda Quedgley. which we think is the right one. I've actually had to ring my parents to ask them. It's definitely Quedgeley, because I can't screw up. So there's one in the centre of Gloucester, and there's one on the outside of Gloucester, and there's one in Cheltenham. Only one of those, as far as I know, has got a charge point. Anyway, I'm going to start moving. I got 16% battery and 15 miles on the GOM, and it is 28-minute drive, 6.9 miles apparently. I've got it set up on the shortest route, so we will see. So I should be able to get there, all being well, without too much of a problem. Don't know, but obviously that's 50% of my battery gone by the time I get there. So hopefully the post works. Otherwise, I've got a problem. It is a slow post, so I'm in for a 40 minute to an hour wait at least. So yeah, okay. Anyway, thanks FedEx. Right. Oh, and by the way, just a bit of a kicker to it. I'm going to the Asda, where I'm not sure if it's in this episode, but in one of the episodes very recently, the post did something real bizarre where it took 3% of my battery and didn't charge up at this Asda. I left it plugged in. It was on the one I was on the way to Bristol. Must have been last Monday probably. I've never had it before where it didn't charge. It failed. Didn't say it failed, but it just errored out. It said it was still charging. I had to swipe to get my card out and everything. So I'm just got to concentrate here. I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm going straight on. That's what's going on. Yeah. So that's my post that I'm relying on. That's what I'm clinging on to, is that post. So if it all works out, Asda, absolutely brilliant. Couldn't have done it without you. But I'll leave my thanks until I actually get there and have a successful charge.
Take the second.
Okay, this is a great example of how stupid the routing is. It's taking me off around that way. Luckily, I know where I am, and I need to go this way. So where I am here, it's trying to take me across here. It's just crazy, because you can't even get to it from that way. I'm coming up here now. So coming up here, so 1.5 miles. I'll see what that changes to. Now we're moving. See what it changes to when it realises there's actually a better route to go.
Continue on the current route.
1.8. Okay, that's presumably. Let's have a little look here. It's because it's telling me to turn around at the bottom of the roundabout. How crazy is that? It's actually on this road. See that flag? It's saying go down to a roundabout and turn around. But as you'll see here, if I zoom in, you'll see the charge point before what you should do. That's ridiculous. So yeah, it's actually just on the left here. So I'm coming up to it right now. I would have to count filming, but I'm actually where those lights are, the traffic lights are, is where Asda is. iPhone won't focus. There we go. Those lights there, that is Asda. It's telling me to go on down this road and turn around. Okie dokie. At the Asda. What? At the Asda charge point. Yeah, the phone cut out, by the way, because a call came through, and that's its clever little thing where it cuts out the video. So route, cancel that now, because luckily I knew where it was. Otherwise, I'd have gone right out my way. Only by about a mile, but. So anyway, I'm gonna leave this on the slow charge now. It's 19:44. Think I'm gonna do a bit of shopping in Asda, and I'm just gonna watch this and see if it actually goes up 1%, because I say last time it stung me basically, and I ended up with less in there, so I might have to monitor this one just to make sure. Okie dokie, 28%, 27 miles on the GOM, and it's an hour and 15 minutes later. But I'm going to switch it off now. It's approximately 17-18 miles to home, so I should be all good, really. Been watching BBC iPlayer, and if anyone's wondering, the iPhone 6 Plus fits lovely. You can stand it in the. It sits in here. It fits in perfectly. Doesn't fall out. So you can rest it on there and watch film, or BBC iPlayer, whatever you want to watch, as long as you've got a signal. Bye. Okie dokie, so I'm on the way home, and got plenty, plenty. Get there easily. So thank you, Asda, for saving the day. I think that's pretty much the first time I've actually had a necessity to travel out somewhere without enough charge to return, and it being fairly late, so Nissan and stuff are closed and there's no rapids around by me. But they did me proud. It was an hour and 15 minutes, but an hour and 15 minutes is well worth it from my point of view. And if any of you guys, which is sort of getting to the stage now where most people have a 6.6 onboard charger, rather than mine, Nissan Leaf, which is a 3.3, you would have charged twice as fast, so you'd only have to wait 45 minutes, approximately 40 to 45 minutes. You would have had enough to go. Anyway, I'm more than happy to wait an hour, 2 hours to get enough charge to get home. One, it's free, and two, I'm not stuck at the side of the road or have to leave my car somewhere, I have to get it trailered away, which would probably take approximately the same amount of time anyway. So I was quite happy with that I was able to pop there and get a charge. And now I'm only 10 minutes away from home. So very appreciative of the little network that Asda's put in place. It's a shame that not every single supermarket does it, and you'd have quite a reliable backup. But there we go. Cool. Oh, and there you go. Following morning, 100%. They just love it.